It's been a while since I've done a video, so I figured I should return with something very interesting. This is the Sony TR-6, and it's one of the most desirable transistor radios ever made. It was introduced by Sony in 1956 and produced in fairly low numbers, and it survives in even lower numbers. I'll get to that in a little bit. This one's in fairly good condition. About as good as you can possibly find, really. The plastic these are made of is extremely brittle. You can see it's got stress cracks in a bunch of places, like along here where the earphone jacks are, in the corner there, in the corner there, along the top by the opening for the dial. But that's about it on this one. Like I said, this is about as good as you can hope for. Now, the person I bought this from got extremely lucky. They were helping someone move, and they were going to throw this radio out. Before they threw it out, they said, "Hey, do you want this?" And the guy said yes. I did not get such a good deal when I purchased it from him, but I think I paid a reasonable price for such a rare set. Now, this set does still work. It plays pretty quietly because it's got all of its original capacitors, and I have no intention of changing them. This set is just worth way too much to do that. I believe you can attach an external antenna to the back cover screw.
That was one of the reasons he made this decision.
I think that Russell Westbrook is really a number one, and Kevin Durant is a number one, and that
Guys like Romney and all those clowns, ridiculous. But Mike,
I love the little transistor here covering the screw for the tuning dial. One unusual thing about the tuning dial on this set is that it goes past what would normally be the end stop and comes back around. It has a early plastic variable tuning capacitor, and unlike most of them, it was designed that way. This radio doesn't really make use of that, though. It's got a nice little enamel badge there, and nice little brass badge here on the top of the volume dial. This set was made before Sony had officially changed their name to Sony. Their name was still Tokyo Tsushin Koigo Limited. I'm sure I'm butchering the pronunciation of that, but I don't speak Japanese, I'm sorry. See it there at the bottom of the tuning dial. It's got this little brass stand here that folds up. It says "Made in Japan" there. Now you got to be extremely careful taking the back cover off of this. Basically, what I don't want to do is really pry up hard in one spot, because it's gonna crack if I do that. Alright. You can see this thing is full of early Sony branded transistors. One of which is in a socket. The oscillator there. It's got those Sony IT23 diodes. I had to replace one of those in my TR-72. Thankfully both of these seem to be okay. And it's got its original caps, as I had mentioned before. Uses quite a few electrolytics actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Now whatever originally held the antenna in place is gone. It may have just been rubber banded to the chassis, but there's currently nothing holding this down. Before I pack this radio away, I'm probably going to wrap this antenna in some paper towel or something just to keep it from banging around in the case. This is a homemade battery tube. The original tube was missing, but apparently they were just plain clear plastic. There's the serial number there, 9130. I'm not sure what the MA means. Here's where the earphone would have gone. I'm not sure if that was included or if it was an optional accessory. In either case, I don't have it. Here's the back cover. Not sure what it says in Japanese there. Maybe someone watching this can tell me. I'm going to take out the batteries. See that the battery compartment's in fairly good shape. There's a little bit of corrosion on the positive contact there. The negative is still nice. A little bit of battery grit residue. All I did was wipe this thing down with a damp paper towel. I didn't want to go crazy with cleaning it or try to polish it. Just want to leave it as it was. You can see that the post for the back cover there has a wire attached to it that goes to the antenna here. The plastic's actually translucent. Just a beautiful color. This came in a few other colors as well. Green is one of them. Red's usually one of the more desirable colors for transistor radios, but there are other ones as well that are nice. You can see the speaker is actually quite a bit smaller than the opening in the grill for the speaker. It's actually a fairly small speaker, maybe 2.5 inches diameter. Well, thanks for watching.